Hey guys, AK John here. Welcome back to this episode of Adventures in Kalashnikov. Today, we have another special firearm for you guys to take a look at. The Chinese Mil Type 56. This was sent to us by a customer in many pieces with the barrel plugged and the carrier and bolt welded to the rails inside this. It had to be cut apart. We had to do heat treat checks. We had to polish the chamber and re-weld this to make it what you see today. There's a lot of time, effort going into this, but the outcome is amazing. These guns are super rare, super hard to find, and very expensive. I was very lucky to be able to do the work for this customer. This is an amazing firearm. We believe it was a Vietnam bringback. We don't have any papers or anything to prove it, but it would make sense because of how it was demilled, deactivated. But yeah, Type 56, Chinese. Let's get into the details. All right, Type 56. What can you say about these other than they're super cool? This one we believe was a Vietnam War bringback. We don't know for sure. We don't have any papers or registration or anything showing, the history or the authenticity. But this guy came in to me with the barrel plugged with lead. Looked like it was soldered shut. The carrier and bolt were welded to the rails on the receiver. And everything had to be cut apart and reassembled, along with the receiver. The receiver was in 4 sections, cut to pieces, demilled as per the old standard, I believe. Yeah. So starting from the front, we have our standard hooded front sight. This one did have threaded barrel. I don't know if that was something that was newer or later in the years. I know that a lot of them do not have the threaded muzzle device, but maybe that is standard to the milled guns. I don't know for sure. Maybe somebody can comment below. Get the vented gas tube. The cool patina on this furniture. Looks almost burned, maybe. I'm not sure. Front has some cool stampings. The original selector markings were salvaged during the re-weld, along with the selector notches. Everything lines up perfectly. Notice the patina on the pins. They turn like a plum color over the years. It's really cool. Pistol grip, same with the black. Not sure what that is. I'm not sure if maybe it had gotten paint on it or something, but it always looks kind of similar. And as per the earlier models, they had the lower tang, the Type 3 lower tang, and the trunk door for the cleaning kit. And of course I had to throw a slab side in it just for looks. I don't have any Chinese flatbacks or anything cool like that to throw in it, but I think that completes the look. Bolt carrier is in the white. Standard sight leaf for the Chinese Type 56. All right, let's flip it over and take a look at the other side. All right, here's a look at the other side. We'll go from the front again. Same hooded front sight block. Notice the patina, it's got a little bit of rust and pitting, but that's to be expected with as old as this guy is. State Factory 66 in China. Marked. Cool Chinese characters here. You can see the bluing a little bit still, but definitely weathered and corroded. And again, the top cover does not match the kit. The serial numbers are not the same. Sling loop, factory original. And this does have the double hook trigger. A little bit of wear on the cover plate here. These are markings. All right, let's open this thing up and take a look, see what's under the hood. All right, guys, here's a look inside the re-welded Type 56. As you can see, the double hook trigger, the cool plum coloring on the hammer. Top rails look pretty good. Nice button head rivets in there. And again, bolt carrier in the white. There we go. All right, here's another look inside with the bolt carrier removed. As you can see, right along here is where the carrier and bolt was welded to this top rail. This entire ejector was gone. I had to build that up and do a spot heat treat on it to harden it. And I've got about 200 rounds through it, and I'm not seeing much deformation. I think it'll hold up pretty well over time. I don't expect this firearm to be an everyday shooter or a, shit hits the fan type of situational gun, but for the occasional weekend shoot, man, this is perfect. It'll hold up forever, just like it was intended. All right, guys, let's take a look at this carrier. Right along this bottom edge here, you can see this is where it was welded to that rail. So it was welded to that rail with this bolt closed. Bolt and carrier in battery. And remember, this barrel was welded shut completely. So yeah, we were able to get that apart. And the steps we took, we took this carrier and this bolt and had it put on a Rockwell hardness tester. And we tested several locations on both to ensure that the hardness was still intact. We were concerned with the heat treatment because of the welding that was done on it. And everything checked out perfect. With the barrel, we did have to get rid of all of the weld and solder that was in there, and we had to polish out that chamber pretty good to get around to even seat in it. And now everything goes in smooth. Headspace is great. And yeah, like I said, it's a great shooter and an amazing piece of history. There's some cool proof marks on the top of this gas tube there. I always like to look under here just in case. And nothing there. Cool markings there. Yeah, we got a lot of work into this gun, but it was absolutely worth it to bring it back to the state that it is in now. All right, guys. I think it's going to wrap it up for our Type 56 review. I hope you liked this episode of Adventures in Kalashnikov. This is a very unique rifle, a grail gun for many, myself included. I'd love to have more of these. If we can get these in the country, that'd be amazing, but I don't think it's ever going to happen. But I want to thank you for your time. Thanks for watching. If you like what we're doing, please comment, like, subscribe. Tell us what you want to see more of, what you want to see less of. Maybe if you want me to stop talking, terrible talker, but I try to give you guys as much information as I have. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out anytime. AppalachianGunworks@gmail.com. Thanks again, and we'll see you next video.